Hello, microphone test 1 2 3, microphone test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. Microphone test 1 2 3, microphone test 1 2 3. Hello, audio check 1 2 3. Audio test 1 2 3. Audio test 1 2 3. Zero 2 6. Zero 2 6. Okay, go ahead and set up the ZIBO. Okay. 026 and 1026. We'll get ready to start now.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Connect the tug and disconnect our jet bridge. Put the beacon lights on. Fuel pumps come on. See what else I'm missing.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
The number comes on. I'll go ahead and switch off the configure customized displays. System HUD, there you go, off. Alright, much better. Then our cruising altitude is all the way up at 3,800. I'll set these to 16,000. Set this to our V2 speed. Hang on. Departing 25 left. Departure via the Shala 1 Bravo. Shala. Shala 1 Bravo, there you are. Good. Route. After Shala is uniform, like 308. Uniform like 308 to an AK waypoint, then uniform alpha 727. Yo, hello, nice to meet you, bro. 15-7. Okay, bro. Trying to do a flight here, man. Gotta lock in UTATA and direct. Activate. Insufficient fuel. 6.5 should be okay. Arrival. Peaktism. Okay, bro. I'm not okay. The things I want to say, I can't even say it on stream. That's how out of pocket it is, man. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Maybe we're gonna need that, and then we need HTKJ 8 out of 10 rich rate. Okay. Yeah, 8 out of 10. I'll take that, man. Approach. Should be Zulu. Yep. ILS Zulu 09. And no transition answer. So it should just be direct. After we talk plan. Hello? Oh, there you go. Step. Dude, I'm so serious about the trip, man. Plug that in there. Awesome. That's her. let's go, man. I'm gonna be flying Japan Air. Was it Air Japan or Japan Air? Either one, like the low-cost one. So excited. Alright, go ahead and
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
get the pushback sorted. How's the audio, by the way, if you can hear?
So connected and bypass pin inserted.
I see you in
Release
2
parking
weeks.
brake.
Like, is the sim louder than my voice, or is my voice louder than the sim? Which one should I adjust? Yeah, see you in 2 weeks, man. Even though, literally just, yo, we can play snooker in Tokyo. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but dude, I'm so down, man. At least pool. We can play pool or snooker in Tokyo. Shit, that's peak. Okay. And then go to my. You know what, I'll just bring extra fuel in case ground services. Oh, no, fuel. Let's just bring like 7,000. Boom. Then edit 7.0. That's it. Bro, I miss Snickers so much as well. Run your sub at the moment. Verified takeoff speeds. Yes, sir. Index takeoff. Let's put the new ones in. Accept. There you go. Trim 4.5. Bro, I'm gonna be so rusty in Snickers. What? 7,600 elevation. Oh, jeez. Anyways, V2 is 142. Set that up here. Okay, looks good. Oh, transponder. This is why we need shock lifts. Turn up the panel. Eat buffalo chicken. Also, I'm gonna sprint this. The train spotting and find some good spots. Dude, that'll be so sick, bro. That the Shinkansen pan shot you took, like the angled one, that one was so nice, man. Alright, go ahead and start our pushback.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
See you. Here we go. On the pushback. Beacon lights are on. Go ahead and start the second engine first. Oh, yep, I actually have brain damage. There you go. This is what happens when you fly too much Airbus. Everything's done automatically for you. Oh, listen to that sound. Choose fuel. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Nah, I'm just overthinking it. Okay. Engine 2 is stable. We go ahead and start engine 1. Start it to ground. That's 20%, 21, 22, introduce fuel. Oh, perfect for fuck.
Operation complete.
Look at
Go
that.
ahead and set the parking brake.
Beautiful. I love this aircraft. Parking brake comes on.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
What's the master caution? Oh, of course. Go ahead and put the packs back on. Now that we have good engine start, APU bleed comes off. APU. Oh, thank God. I thought it. Packs come off, and then APU now comes off. APU bleed is off. The yacht damper back on. Master caution, recall. Nothing's showing up. Awesome. Tug is disconnecting. Go ahead and set flaps 5. Where's the tug? Oh, it's still there.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Here's the flaps coming out to flaps 5. Perfect. Set on both sides. Here's the tug pulling away. Now we can switch on our weather radar if I can remember where that was. Let's put the airport charts back up for HAAB. There you go. There you go. Okay. So we'll just taxi out. Oh, okay. Looks like we're gonna need to backtrack on 25 right via Charlie 1. Because this is the general aviation apron, we can't taxi there. Right, flaps are out. We'll go ahead and do a flight controls test. Right, up, down, left, right, and right rudder, left rudder. Let's check from the passenger view. Looks good. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the taxi lights on, runway turn off lights on. 380. Oh, good. Parking brake comes off. And we are taxiing. Probably set this a bit higher since we're already at 8,000 feet basically. Oh, the sounds. Okay, we'll make a right here on Charlie 1. Put the anti-skid to RTO, which is rejected takeoff. I believe this is, yep, this is Charlie 1. So we'll take Charlie 1, we'll backtrack on 25 right. Ooh, let's slow down for the turn here. Here's Charlie 1. We'll backtrack on 25 right, and then line up for 25 left. Wait. Quick check. Final looks clear, and runway looks clear. Wow. It's pretty cool scenery here with the clouds. Entering active runway. I'll just go ahead and switch on our strobe lights just to be safe. Gonna take a left here to line up for 25 left. Or I'll get rid of the systems page. And then start backtracking 25 right. Okay, just want to check the trim. Looks good at 4.5. We have our V2 at 142, so we'll set that on the MCP here, 142. Initial climb 210. Continue our taxi here. Here's the Ethiopian livery. Really cool. Registration Alpha Tango Alpha Papa Kilo. Okay, we're about to line up for 25 left now. We'll start to slow down here. Get the APUs off, engine starts, and we're not going to use continuous today because it's a dry runway. But we will be using a derated takeoff, which is 98.4, rather than toga, because we're actually quite light today. Okay. Let me bring up the brightness of the MD. Alright, the next right, or the right at the end is our turn. Not sure if we could set the R2, the auto brake to R2. Oh, there you go, okay. So that's all good. Start gently braking. For this right turn here. Okay, we'll just line up for a rolling departure. So landing lights come on, strobes are already on. Logo, let's put the wing lights on as well. Extra visibility. Let's set our heading in the rough general direction we're going, just out of habit. Here's a lineup. Oh, gonna need a bit more power. On a pretty steep upslope here, actually. Okay, here we go. Take off. So the chrono. Oh, forgot auto throttle. Toga. Checked. Really slow acceleration because of the altitude here.
V1, rotate.
Gently rotate, very slowly. And we're airborne.
Positive rate.
Gear up. VNAV. Oh, nav comes on. What's the flight directions on them? VNAV and all nav, come on. There you go.
400.
There's that left turn to head southbound towards Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Okay. Autopilot comes on. You can go ahead and retract the flaps to 1. And landing gear comes out to off. Beautiful departure. And flaps can, also no flaps, standard barrel. We'll go ahead and set it on the FO side as well. Auto brake can come out of RTO. Just keep it off. And landing lights, turn off lights, tax lights can come off. Strobe lights, logo lights can come off, wing lights can come off. Anti-collision on and strobe lights are on. Bit of a bumpy departure route, so we'll leave the seatbelt signs on for now. Alright, we're past the flaps up safe retraction speed, so we're going to flip the flaps into 0 to retract the flaps, as you can see here.
Back in front of you. If you need to
There they go.
have a headset, we'll be happy to provide one once the captain lets the flight crew get up from our jump seat. After you connect to the United Wi-Fi network, go to United.
And the flaps are up. Alright, we'll go ahead and climb all the way up to 380, which is our final cruising altitude. Oh, Stella. Hello, Stella. You woke up? Man, lethal last night was so fun, Stella. What a beautiful liver, Ethiopia. Especially the tail. And the winglets as well. Whoa. So clean. The colors. Hello, Stella. Alright, I'll go ahead and release the cabin. Fasten seatbelt signs. Oh, hello? Comes to auto. Here we're about to start our top of descent in about, let's see, TD. This should change to TD any second now. There you go, TD. So TD is 1136. We are at 1020, so a little over an hour. We should be at TD. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and check the route because I don't like how the final approach is so, like the angle is. So try to go from, which waypoint is this? NAK, I believe? Yep, NAK. So we go straight from NAK to the one after Utata. So we'll delete NV. Oh, delete. Then we'll delete Utata. So it should just be direct. Put that there. Awesome. Execute. And now the final approach should look much cleaner. There you go. Awesome. Put that on the map. Okay, that looks much better. Just center the heading bug. Okay, I think I've solved the final approach issue because, hang on, unless I go, because that's going to be 11.7 DME on touchdown, so that means, oh, 6,000 art, that's not bad actually. Oh wait, hang on. What's the elevation here? 3,000. So that's really like 3,000 AJL will start our intercepts on the ILS. Yeah, runway's at 3,000. Sounds about right. So we've saved ourselves quite a bit of time with the switch back to plan mode. There you go. And we just step through the flight plan, zoom in a bit. Okay, so that goes directly from NAK, November Alpha Kilo, to KJ801, which is the start of the ILS, the initial fix. So that should be looking good. I'll just go ahead and put the ILS in right now because I haven't really got anything else to do. So I'll go to ILS 110.9, 11, oh, clear that. Can you not? ILS there, 11090, 11090, switch to active, 11090, awesome. And then we'll go ahead and set our course for the ILS, which is 088. I go all the way around. 088. Perfect. And we can set our minimums. So here on approach sliding system is in service, and we are doing the full ILS, not just the localizer. So we'll be, oh, I keep forgetting. A, B, C, D. Which one is the faster one? I think we're cat. Oh, let me just check that before I say something wrong. Alright, we're cat C. Okay, so cat C ILS is 3250 Barrow. That's gonna take quite a bit of time to. There's 1, 2, 3, 2, 50. Cat C. 3. Come on. 3, 2, 5, 0 Barrow. Perfect. Switches back to map. You know what? Let's just go a little faster. Oh, we'll just put into alt hold speed. A little more, switches over to knots. Just push the red line there. Which should be good. Oh, landing altitude. Runway is 2936, so we can probably round that up to 2940. Oh, 2950. Okay. Perfect. I think all looks good. In a second here, the views over Tanzania will be really, really nice because of the Mount Kilimanjaro, the mountain range by Tanzania. It's my first time flying in East Africa. Well, I mean, like this far east in Africa. So, we'll see. Hello. Julian playing hello. So nice to see you again, man. I know we said thank you already for filming our departure at Phuket, but man, that was some really nice footage there. And thanks for watching the our Nokia departure video as well. Okay, so let's see. We have another. Yeah, how you been, man? Sullivan. Actually, me and Hugo, I think we're gonna go to, because I have a layover in Tokyo, so we'll do some plane spotting there as well. We have about 30-ish minutes before we get ready for arrival. Yeah, how you been, man? I see you're posting a lot of content on your Instagram. It looks really nice. Beautiful livery here. Ethiopian sub 37. Alpha Tango dash Alpha Papa Kilo. Sorry, not Alpha Tango, it's Echo Tango dash Alpha Papa Kilo. Super nice livery. I love the red, yellow, and green here on the wingtip. Okay, we're just about to start our turn here over the November Alpha Kilo waypoint. Usually it's a VOR DME. So now what we'll do is we'll check our fuel progress. Progress, there you go. Okay, I was concerned about this. Originally it said like 1.2, landing in, wasn't it? Kilimanjaro, but now it's showing 1.8, which is a little bit better. Really nice tailwind here. Well, we're not really utilizing the entire tailwind. This looks like we're getting maybe, I don't know, 5 knots, 10 knots at most. Still pretty good. How have you been, man? Sullivan? Where are you at the moment? I think if I'm not wrong, I saw recently on one of your stories or on your post you're in Europe, back in Europe at the moment. Alright, let's review the approach. Alright, I don't usually do this, but I'll tune in the Kilimanjaro VOR as well. So that's gonna be 115.30. Switch to active VOR. And just for fun, we'll switch the VOR 2 on for the First officer and from me as well. 088 radial outbound. So on the missed approach for 09, it's a straight climb straight ahead to 6,000. We'll set 6,000 once we're on the approach to remind ourselves. Then turn right direct to, however you pronounce that, Zadro? And then in for the hold. Since we're not investing today, we're probably just gonna do the right circuit. Probably wouldn't want to do a left circuit because of the terrain up north here. Okay, and I believe this is Mount Kilimanjaro that goes all the way up to 7,000, so we'll be able to see that for sure. This is X-Plane, Sullivan. Really nice X-Plane. Yeah, a lot of people say that the like the scenery and the clouds and everything don't look as good as MSFS, but honestly I think it looks pretty good, man. Right now we're cruising over East Africa, and you can see here some sort of lake. Nice terrain. Yeah, how have you been, Sullivan? Are you in you're in Europe right now, right? Is that correct? I think I saw recently on your story or like a post. It may have been your old post, but I think you're in Europe at the moment. But yes, this is X-Plane 12. Oh, you're on P3D. Man, you know, me and Hugo, every time we rank like flight sims based on like how good they are, I think we both agree that P3D is better than X-Plane because it's such a good simulator for like built by pilots and for pilots. MSFS, I mean, no offense to anyone that flies MSFS here, but for us, it doesn't really feel as realistic compared to X-Plane or P3D. I've flown P3D a while back before on like a friend's sim, and man, it feels really good, especially the PMDG 737. I've flown this the ZIBO 737. It's not as good as PMDG, I think, but it's still really, really nice. And it's freeware. This is a free aircraft as well. So it's really, really, really good for a freeware aircraft. Do you still fly P3D, Sullivan? That would be really cool. Because not many people nowadays fly P3D. Yes, it does look pretty good. I really love this the 737 cockpit. It's really nice. The textures and everything look not too bad, but I think for a freeware aircraft it's pretty good, honestly. You buy a lot of euros for add-ons and airports. Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to buy the 777-200 for X-Plane, but man, it's like $100. It looks really good, but the price is insane. Which what add-ons did you buy for P3D? Airports, yeah. Do you fly? Which aircraft do you fly on P3D? FSX before P3D. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I used to fly. FSX was my very first flight sim actually. Oh, Hugo's here. Well, I'll try and ask Hugo to come and join the stream. Prefer the Airbus A320. Oh yeah. I haven't been streaming much recently, but recently I've been flying so much of the A320neo. It's like it's like one of the few aircrafts that I really only fly. With me and Hugo. So if you catch us at the right timing, you'll see me and Hugo flying the same aircraft together on the VATSIM network. So I'll be sitting right here on my seat, and then Hugo usually sits on the left side, and we go through like real world procedures and everything on VATSIM. It's pretty fun. We might stream soon. I have the Aerosoft, but I like as well the flight on basics and easier Project Airbus. Oh yeah. Airbus is so fun to fly because it's so simple. Like just now here, I was tuning in the ILS and everything for the 09 ILS 09, and I had to tune in the course and everything for the ILS. But man, on the Airbus, it's completely automatic, and it's so nice. You just sit back and relax and just enjoy the view, like this. Oh, we're coming over some terrain now, I think. Yeah. Bit of terrain. Okay, we've got about, how many miles is this? About 60 miles until we're getting close to our left-hand turn, passing November Alpha Kilo into our top of descents, which is coming very soon. Thank you so much, Sullivan, for tuning into the stream. It gets pretty quiet, especially if I'm flying alone without a Hugo, because no one's really talking much on the stream, and especially if I'm not on VATSIM as well. But I think today we'll be landing with flaps 30. Hang on, let me check the runway length. 11,811. Let's see. You go into fuel weight and balance, landing performance, flaps 30. AC to off. Oh. What's that? I think the seatbelt signs just went off. Alright, let's go ahead and check the weather at Kilimanjaro. QNH 1020, we'll just put that there and then back to standby so I don't forget. Winds 24. Oh, sorry, not winds, temperature 24. Winds variable at 4 knots. So the temperature is 24. Enter. It's 4 knots. Oh, I guess we'll just leave it empty. Runway 09. Our landing weight is, how do I check that? I guess we'll just use the VRF here. Okay, we're now officially 200 miles from our top of descent. And then once we're heading in, we'll have to double check our landing weight so we can plug it into where is it? Landing performance here. Landing weight. Actually, let me put in what we have right now, which is 57.8 to landing. Enter. Oh, there you go. So VREF at 30 plus 5, 144. So I believe this is flaps 30 plus another 5 knots for the winds. So break 3, which is 1,700 meters, would be roughly, say, 1,700 right there. Okay, I think we'll just go for auto break 2. Auto break 3 seems a bit extreme for the length we have remaining. And let me just double check where we'll be parking at Kilimanjaro. Oh wow, the mountain looks really nice. Okay, I hope we're gonna see that. Kilimanjaro Airport. Oh, okay, it looks like it's a standalone ramp. It'd be okay. No gates here, as expected, but that should be alright. And we are now 180 nautical miles from our top of descent, 135, so that's roughly 30 minutes before we begin our descent into Kilimanjaro. I don't think there's a checklist for this is all done here before top of descent. We'll just go ahead and do that now. Modify route for arrival. We just did that. So we had let's go here into legs, step in. So originally we had November Alpha Kilo as our ingress, and then we would turn for the left for the ILS, but then that would create a really sharp angle. You can imagine like that, and then a sharp turn into the ILS. So I amended our flight plan to remove that waypoint here, and so now we have a bit more of we have an angle that kind of makes sense to turn in for the ILS. We're starting immediately at our initial fix, which is Kilo Juliet 801, but we're about, let's see, 11.7 nautical miles from the DME. So we should be okay there. It's going to be a bit of a tight turn. Should be alright. Alright, so that's done. RNP for arrival. We're having breezing ILS 09. So, I mean, really, we don't even need the RNP if you wanted to. We just fly via the VOR that I set up here for Kilimanjaro, and then transition from VOR into the ILS. But for today, we'll just use the RNP. Okay. Awesome. We still have our ANP below our RNP, so we can go ahead and continue. If I'm not wrong, like deserted areas out here, like far central and eastern Africa, has degraded ANP. So I think it's wise to keep an eye on the ANP. I don't think that's simulated on X-Plane 12, but just for realism purposes, we'll keep an eye on our AMP, make sure it doesn't go above 0.5. If we zoom out now on our map, there we go. Let's see, we are 158 miles, 157 miles from TOD. Roughly 20 minutes remaining. I wonder what this 1, 2, 3, 4 is. Maybe it's at the bottom. Oh, there it is. Oh, is it? Where's 1? Oh, here. It looks like our terrain clearance from the Kilimanjaro VRR. But since we're on the published ILS, we should be okay and clear for that. Well, I mean, I did amend our approach to have more of a direct course, so we'll keep an eye out for the mountains here. Actually, I think we can just switch on our terrain radar. I don't know if that's going to populate the peaks and the valleys. Kind of does. Or we'll just wait till we're a bit closer and we'll switch on our terrain radar. But just visually looking at the terrain, there's not much to be worried about besides, let's see. Oh. Because I know Mount Kilimanjaro is, I believe it's this one. So if we take a look out to our left, I don't see it quite yet. Oh man, this is default auto-gen scenery, by the way, for X-Plane.net. I think it looks pretty good. It used to be, like, the whole world used to be like green grass before they updated the auto-gen scenery. But man, imagine what auto-ortho would look like here. I'm gonna try and get auto-ortho working, because from what I can see from other people's streams and just videos in general, it looks really, really nice. Right, back in the cockpit we go. Here's our top of descent coming back. Oh, are you kidding me? Ethiopia approach and center just came online. That's a bit sad. Or you know what, I'll just hop on the VATM network here. Cause why not? We already have the flight plan filed, so we'll just connect. Call sign is ETH855. 855, type code B738. And connect. There we go. We're on the Bethlehem network currently. We'll switch to 122.8. Down. Make sure we're receiving on shift 1 only and microphone selected. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I don't think there's any traffic going into Kilimanjaro, but it's just safe to have the ATC on. And right over our 10 o'clock here, just below this cloud base, is Nairobi, another famous African city, and also has a pretty big airport. It has 3 airports there actually, 1 for military use and 2 for domestic and international use. We'll probably do a stream into Nairobi sometimes. Currently, we're just focusing on Kilimanjaro Airport. Despite the small size of the airport, it actually has scheduled A350 flights from Ethiopian as well. And believe it or not, the terminals don't have any jet bridges at all. I've never heard of an A350 flying into an airport where there's no jet bridges. So it's pretty interesting. We'll go and take a look in the sim. We are on default scenery as well, so we can't really expect much. Anyways, we're gonna get the HAAB charts. Where's the airport? Is it? Yep, there you go. Yeah, so it's a really tiny airport. No terminal on the main apron here. So we'll be expecting to backtrack using this turnoff or the turnoff at the end, so no rush. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the terminal. So we'll be parking at 5, which is the biggest one for the large commercial aircrafts. 7, 9, everything else is usually just for smaller like turboprops and smaller business jets. Alright, I heard something go ding. I think that's the seatbelts. We'll go ahead and switch them off. Okay, we're approaching our top of descent in less than 100 miles. That's a little over 10 minutes until we begin our descent into Kilimanjaro. We should be able to spot the Mount Kilimanjaro very soon. I'm not sure if these clouds are cooperating. Actually, let's check the weather into Kilimanjaro, see if there's a layer. Oh, looks like good visibility, only broken at 2,700. Not quite sure if that's what we're seeing. We'll wait for the next update. And our fuel total is getting pretty low actually. Probably should have brought a bit more fuel. Let's see, we go to progress. We'll be landing with 2.1. That's not too bad. That's cutting it a bit close, even for my standards. These clouds are looking so nice. Wow, look at these clouds. Yep, have a good day, Cillian. Oh, Sullivan. Sorry, I keep saying Cillian because that's in your username. But yeah, thank you so much for joining our stream. I'll see you next time. Okay, well, descending in exactly 10 minutes. We'll get the arrival sorted. So there's the first officer's course. I think you can set the 088 all the way around. Perfect. So we'll use that as a backup there. I don't think I have anything on a UR or ADF. Okay. Oh, looks like we just flew past some traffic with deep against bottom. Let's see, where are you? Oh, there you are. Another company Ethiopian flying past. Ethiopian 818. And he's heading all the way to Munich. Awesome. Alright, safe travels to him. Oh, hello Hugo. You just missed out on Sullivan. Like he was in here. I mean, you can see the chart above, I think. But dude, he flies P3D, man. What a goat, that guy. Well, just make sure we're connected to that. Oh, that's wrong frequency. Switch to 1228. Wait, why is it on 125? Yeah, what a goat, man. 1251 is the other one. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for any terrain. Mount Kilimanjaro should be at our 10 o'clock-ish. We'll get the terrain radar on. Oh, and purple means out of range, for those who are wondering. It's not like this in real life, but it's just because X-Plane hasn't rendered the chunk. So you can see the square here. This is basically how far X-Plane has rendered the ground out to. That's how they save on a FPS, and that's also how I'm getting 30 plus FPS, 40 FPS, which is really, really nice for a flight sim standard. Okay. Terrain looks pretty good. Oh man, chicken. I was so excited for snooker pool, man. in Tokyo. I told Sullivan about Tokyo as well. Film some in-up content. Okay, we're approaching our TOD. We're 5 minutes out, so we'll go ahead and slow down to our usual VNAV speed. I was just pushing the red line because we got a nice tailwind here. We'll take advantage of it. Put the seatbelt signs to auto, just in case I forget them on the descent. Let's see our checklist. Pressurization landing altitude 2,950. Which is where's the runway elevation? Yep, 2936. We'll just round it up to 2950. Check system annunciator. Recall checked clear on both sides. Approach reference page. Go ahead and set our we'll use flaps 40 for today. Enter radio baro minimums already set 3250 baro. Navigation radio we have ILS. Let's just double check that. ILS 110, 110.9 and course 088. Then the Kilimanjaro VOR 115.3 at course 088. So that's checked, and auto brake, we'll set that on to as briefed earlier. Okay, I'll reset the MCP altitude to begin our descent. We'll start initially to 12,000 first. Alright, I'll reduce the brightness for the terrain radar. Start to cloud up the ND a bit. Here we are arriving at top of descent in roughly 7 miles, 6 miles. I've reset the MCP altitude to 12,000, so it should begin its descent automatically. If not, we can always just do it manually. There you go. So the aircraft is going to retard the thrust levers. And there we are descending. Exactly on time, 11:30. Bang on.
line is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
Awesome. So that's the first officer here. Oh, someone just texted me here. Alright, so someone's used HAAB-HTKJ. We'll disconnect and use something else. We'll do 857. There you go. Oh, I didn't even know there was an event. Alright, you can see here we're starting to fill in the chunk for the explain terrain. And we'll zoom in another notch. Oh, there's a bit more of the terrain. Peaking up all the way to 12,300. I believe that's where Mount Kilimanjaro is. Keep an eye out for that. Since we're in a very elevated area, the runway is about, not the runway, but like this general area is about 5,000 feet elevated. So currently it shows we're 29,000 ASL from sea level, but in terms of AGL we're about 24,000, which is why our descent is only going to be about 15 minutes today. Usually it takes like 20 to 30 minutes to descend. But since the elevation is so high up, we don't need to descend that far down in terms of AGL. Okay, you can kind of see here the intercept line for the ILS. Right, so we are descending past 270, but really we're passing through 220 because of the elevation. So at about, let's say at about flight level 150, we'll set up the aircraft for arrival, so that's seatbelts on and the lights configured for landing. Alright, so we'll go ahead and descend all the way down to 5,000 feet, which is 2,000 HL, and roughly where I'll start disconnecting from the ILS. Looks like a pretty thick cloud base here. I'm not sure why it's not recorded on the entire. For refreshing. Oh, there you go. Winds 050 at 07. Okay, so 09 is still good. Veering from 360 to 110. Unlimited visibility, maybe below the cloud base, I think. And broken at 2,700. Okay. So, oh, there it is. Mount Kilimanjaro. So cool. Okay, let's see. It's broken at 2,700. That should be roughly about 2 miles from our DME. And since our barrow is at 3250, that might be an issue for us. Okay, we're descending through our transition altitude, which is 110. We're descending all the way down to 5,000, so I'll switch the QNH to 1020. And I'll do that for the first officer side as well. 1020. Oh, you can see Mount Kilimanjaro right there. Alright, so we're about to descend into this thick haze of clouds. Go ahead and switch on the seatbelt sign. And since we're about 5,000 AGL, not AGL, the elevation in this area is about 5,000. Our AGL is really at around 1,200, so we'll go ahead and switch on the lights and configure ourselves for arrival. Let's come on, strobe steady. Awesome. Okay. See the terrain radar picking up the Mount Kilimanjaro there. Okay. Hopefully once we break below this cloud base, there is really unlimited visibility as mentioned there on the Mentor. I'll switch our QNH to 1019, which is updated here on the 1100 ZIBO Mentor, which came out 40 minutes ago. Oh jeez. Alright, here we go. Beginning our descent into the cloud tops. And in we go. Nope, I just got sent. Oh no, that does not look good at all. Looks like there's another cloud layer underneath, which is really, really low to the ground, as you can see there. Alright, now we're officially IMC. Whoa, that's pretty nice. There's a Mount Kilimanjaro. Here's some more terrain off to our right side. I'm not quite sure what this one's called. But that's Mount Kilimanjaro. We saw the peak when we were above the cloud tops. So yeah. Beautiful. We're struggling to slow down to 262, so I'll put a bit of speed brakes in. A little bit more. That's at flight D20. Okay, go and put that back into our retracted. Let's come left a little bit, just to stay away from the terrain there. 160 ahead, select. Just wanted to clear this terrain here off to our right side. Really beautiful approach. Reminds me a lot of Paro. Wow. So cool how close you get to the terrain there. Okay. Beginning our decel into Kilimanjaro. This huge mountain right here, that's Kilimanjaro. I don't know if you can zoom out a bit and see the tops of it. Yeah, there it is. It's huge. And there's us. Beautiful. Okay. Let's lock in for the arrival. So by the time we reach Kilo Juliet, or this FI 09 here, we should be at exactly 5,000. So we'll go ahead and switch into manual vertical speed and just adjust the vertical speed so we arrive at 5,000. Exactly right there. There we go. Looks pretty good to me. To make it a little bit more challenging, go ahead and start reducing to 190 and arm the localizer. Actually, arm the approach as well. Okay, there's VOR. Intercepting the VOR. Oh, I see the airport there. Okay, I'll take manual control. Start putting out a bit of speed brakes for a little fast. And high. And extend. Good.
2500.
Put the gear down now. Help us with the drag a bit. And we'll switch to 133, which is our final approach speed. Flaps 5. Runways inside. I'll retract our speed brakes and arm it. Alright, this approach altitude is 6,000. We'll set that right now. Here we are, lining up 409. Let's check the map real quick, make sure no one's here. Yep. Throw in some more flaps. Flaps 10. Or I'll just put in 15. Slightly low correcting. Thousand feet stabilized, plus approach altitude set. There's the auto throttle catching the IAS speed. Slightly left the center line, correcting. I'm not really having to fight the trigger. Looks like a good stabilized approach. Continue. Continue. Alright, disconnecting the auto throttle. Manual throttle.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Spoilers. Reverse, normal. Right. 70 will clear the reversers. Idle. And I'll go ahead and take manual braking. Yeah, we'll go ahead and brake. Take this U-turn here on the runway. Flaps. 0. Here's a turn. Bit more power going. I'm still so surprised how tight of a turn the 737 can make. Right. Go ahead and exit here. So we'll take Victor, to Yankee, then Romeo into 5. Turn off here, lights can come off. With the turn off on. Strobes to steady. Awesome. Alright, I'll switch off the terrain radar. Start to see -232 feet per minute, not bad at all. Start on here to taxi into ramp 5. Just take the right on Romeo. Yeah, we're going to start up the APU. Tax lights come off. Go right to the end. Okay, here's a ground crew POV. Beautiful. And come to the brake. To stop. Perfect. Parking brakes come on. APU's available, switch to them. Hacks. And shut down.